Good afternoon, everyone. I'm getting on here this afternoon to make some cornbread for you. I've got to make it for the Grub Shack for the campers this weekend. They're wanting some chicken and dumplings, and I'm gonna make mashed potatoes, green beans, and cornbread. You can see I use this rectangular bread. It's a Pyrex pan. It's very, very well used. I bake in this thing all the time. I probably need to get some oven cleaner or something, try to clean it up, but I assure you, it's clean. It's just well baked on. What I do to start is I put some oil in it, and I just look at it and put it in, and I put it in my oven to get hot while I'm doing the rest of the cornbread mix. And then I get my big silver mixing bowl, and I put in 3 cups of cornmeal. And this is the Martha White self-rising cornmeal. And I don't do it 100% perfect. I just shake the cup out to where I think it's 3 cups. And then I put 2 cups of self-rising flour. And I use the, oh gosh, what kind do I use? Can't think right now, guys. But I put in 2 cups of self-rising flour. Hudson cream, is that it? And I kind of give that a little stir. See, I thought I had a fork out here. Let me get a fork. I just kind of give that a little stir to mix it a little bit. Now my cornbread and stuff is not hard to make. It's an easy recipe, but it tastes delicious when you get it done. Next, I stick in 3 eggs. Get my trash can opened up. And I just kind of make a little well in there and put the eggs in. And I already washed my hands and scrubbed them before I got started. Try not to get any shells in there, and there went one. Doesn't that always happen to you? But if it does, you can be like me and just kind of pick them out. I'm not sure that's a shell, but we're going to get it out anyway. All right, and I just break those up a little bit. Less mess for me than to do it in another bowl. Now I put in 1/2 cup of cooking oil. And I just use this vegetable oil from... Sorry guys, that was my husband coming in the door saying I had a package. I just use this vegetable oil. It's the Great Value brand. You can use Crisco oil or whatever. But I put in 1/2 cup of oil. And then it calls for 3 cups, excuse me, 3 cups of buttermilk. Well, I don't have buttermilk on hand. So a trick I like to use, you all, and you probably know about this, or you may not, is you just take your milk, your regular whole milk, and per cup, all you need to do is put 1 tablespoon per cup of distilled white vinegar. This is a 2 cup measuring cup, so there's 1 and 2. Just give that a little stir. And it may not sound like the greatest thing in the world, you guys, but I promise you, this makes delicious cornbread. And I just pour that right where my eggs are, so it can set a little bit more. Put your other cup for this, so this makes your 3 cups. Another tablespoon of your white vinegar. Give it a little stir. back on everything as we go. And I'm just gonna pour this in there. And while that's setting a minute, before I mix it all up, I'm gonna take this stick of butter. And all you gotta do is just throw that butter straight into your measuring cup. Stick it in your microwave for like 30 seconds to a minute. And melt that butter down. I'll go ahead and start around the edges of this while that's doing that. But I don't want to mix it all up till I get that butter. I hope y'all enjoy this cornbread recipe. Like I said, it's an easy recipe, but it tastes great. Everybody over at the campground loves it. My husband, my kids. It took me a long time to find a recipe I liked, and this one was so simple, I thought, well, it can't be that good, but it really is. All right, this butter looks all right. Now, when you get it out of the microwave, it looks like this. And if you'll notice, all you have to do is throw this part away. Less mess, guys. I'm all about less mess. You pour that stick of butter in there, and then you just give it all a good mix. And I like to mix it till I get all the great big lumps out. And while you're doing all this, your pan's getting good and hot in the oven. Got my oven set on 400 degrees. And when we get ready to bake this, we put it back in there. And usually about 30 minutes it's done. 25, 30 minutes I start checking it. Milk. You'll notice I got some stuff out here. I'm going to make dumplings here in a little while. And if I get the time, I'll video that for you too. Trying to find my scraper. Probably. What is this? I'm just going to set this pan lid down here to set my pan on. I'm getting out my oven mitts. This pan should be hot enough, and it all looks hot. And we're just going to put this mix in this good hot pan. Like I said, you just kind of spread this around, and you can see I might have got a little bit too much oil, but that'll bake right into that crust. But you just spread this out, and I like to put it in this kind of pan because I like to make the square pieces with the campground instead of like using a iron skillet. I've got iron skillets, but I like it this way for giving the serving size at the campground, because you can make this for 3, 6, like 12. About 12 pieces, good size pieces of cornbread. And guys, you just stick this in the oven, like I said, and you bake it about 25 to 30 minutes. And after that, you're gonna have delicious cornbread. I'll pop up a photo of it, or maybe try to do a video and link it to this one for you. And if not, it'll be the thumbnail on the beginning of the photo. Thanks a bunch for watching. If you all don't care, please subscribe and like my video. And if you hit that bell notification, it'll notify you for my other videos coming up. I'm going to do a little bit of everything. And I'm probably going to do a giveaway when I get to 100 subscribers. So if you want in on that, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. We'll get back with you this afternoon. Bye, guys.